Hey guys, welcome back to my Let's Play. This is Frostpunk, new home easy mode instance. Yeah, we're just gonna dive right in. Alright, let's check to see how things are doing. So, we do have that steam hub now. I want to get one of those up. What does it cost? 20 steel. Okay, so we're gonna put one here. We're gonna get that built. We're gonna get that going. So that solves the homeless situation, because these are all getting built. We have the roads going. We have the roads out here going so that we can get steel going. This will be coal. We're gonna get more coal over here. We're gonna take those guys out because we don't need them there right now. Nice. So as we can see, this is it's not doing very good because we haven't really researched upgrades right now. But it's enough to get these people treated, these two right here treated, which is good enough for me, to be honest. Like, if it works, it works, you know? So we have everything working. We have everything going. This will be done. We'll be able to take this away. This will get the last of that coal, and then by the time this coal is done, we'll have hopefully 2 coal thumpers working over here, just to get us kind of like an endless supply of coal. And then eventually we'll get like a coal plow or 2. But really? Fine. There. So we have all of this going. We have our people out 8 hours. There's nobody here. There's no resources and no workers. There's just no point in having them there. The cookhouse is closed right now. But we have a lot of supplies, so it should be okay. Just go ahead and put that there too. Eventually I'll be able to take this one down because this I'll be able to raise the insulation of the cookhouse here. And here. And here. Oh no, that's hothouse. This is cookhouse. So cookhouse here. And then healthcare insulation is going to be super important. And then heating, obviously, and efficiency. Generator efficiency. Generator efficiency. This is going to be important. This is going to be important. I'm going to need that. I don't think I'm going to need that. And then maybe if I can go into these ones, exploration, like more scouts so that I have 2 scouting parties. I may or may not need this because I may have amputations, but you never know. Maybe we'll be able to squeeze by without it. I don't think this story instance per se is long enough to get into this automation stuff. Maybe in like the endless mode it would be good, but maybe I'll do an endless mode later on. I don't know. I generally, when I say that I, like in the first episode, that I'm really bad at this game, I am generally really bad at this game. Discontent usually is super high, as you can see. It's super high right now. Maybe we should switch it to this right now. Just because it's cold at home. And so that's already bad enough. And then people have bad food on top of that. I would be kind of angry and hangry. You know what I mean? Street under construction. There we go. Okay, so that's going. This is almost done. Yeah, so maybe just switching it to regular rations for a little while will help. Hopefully. I guess we'll see. I'll get another cookhouse. Maybe I can have one doing regular rations and one doing soup. There's 2 sick. Going to eat, going to eat. Okay, good. You go to eat, my friends. There we go. See, we're actually probably going to need a new med bay soon. Let's go ahead and build one. We have enough engineers that we can reasonably do it. Oh, but now we're out of wood. Maybe not. I take that back. Because we're going to need 17. There's 17 wood here. This will be taken down and we'll get all the stuff back from these structures. But we need to have enough to research sawmill, which is 10 wood, and build a sawmill. So we should wait for now. There's not enough people sick also that I need to worry a lot. There's only 7 sick and we can have 10 in the med bay. Don't know why this person isn't going. Andrew Johnson. I don't understand. Why temperature? It's because it's cold. I understand, sir. Oh, see, discontent is, oh, it's going down super good now. Okay, so we're actually going to switch that back to soup. Cool. So, because, thank God for temperature rising. So everything's comfortable now. If I turn these off, does it still... Yeah, we're just going to keep those on. I mean, it's going to make the coal deplete faster, but, you know, you can't really do anything about that. Okay, so people are going to work. We're going to get the rest of this coal. We'll get the rest of this coal later. We are going to have steel coming in, which is super important. Might as well just stock up on all the steel we need. Yeah, okay, so we're going to speed up for a little while, and we're going to see what we're going to need. We're going to pause it for a second. So our scout... Ooh, survivors. Gloomy cave. Beset by beasts. We can hear terrified shrieks coming from a cave uphill. When we come closer, several polar bears turn towards us, blocking the entrance. There are people trapped inside, but those beasts are picking them off one by one and feasting on them. You can either leave the bears alone, the bears will kill the survivors, or people in the cave will live, scouts will escort them to the city if they survive. So you kind of have the people, you can see how many people there are. There's 4 kids, there's 19 engineers, and then there's 12 workers. Then you also have the little crossed tools exclamation point, which I believe means that you have a chance of making this an outpost when you eventually get outposts. But I'm not sure, but we're gonna go ahead and rescue them. We had to help the survivors. When our scouts attacked the bears, the people in the cave joined them, and together we drove the beasts away. Unfortunately, the scouts died. The scouts died from their injuries. The people they saved set out towards our city, guided by a map made by the scouts. Oh no, our scouts died. Oh no. That's unfortunate. So our scouts died, but we're gonna make a new scout. We're gonna go ahead and send them to the survivors and go ahead and escort those survivors back. Because we lost our 5 scouts, it's kind of important for us to get those people back to the city in order to like replenish the workers and stuff. We do have 22 extra people right now that we don't need, but later on we're going to need people for the coal thumpers and you know, the steel works and all of the different running pieces of the city. So keeping people alive and healthy is like #1 priority to make sure that we make it to like the last bit and we're able to get all of this stuff done and stuff like that. Oh, another thing that I really want to make sure that I do relatively quickly is get this large resource deposit unlocked. Maybe I should just focus. Gathering post installation. Okay, so there's no... I think I should do this and this. These are really important, that way we can start stockpiling. These are very, very expensive, but they're very important. So we need to do sawmill, and then we need to do this. So we'll do this, and then because it's still kind of warm, we don't really have to worry too much. But we will need to do this. Like, this is mandatory, and this is mandatory. 100%. Like, if you don't, you fail and cause more discontent. We need, I guess we don't really need this. Would help. And then we need this. Helps a lot with food. And then we need this. This helps a lot with food also. But I guess it's not absolutely necessary. You do need steam cores for these, so that's an issue. And then we need at least to this. Cookhouse insulation, I guess, really isn't a huge issue if you have the steam hubs, and then we can just upgrade the steam hubs. Right, so we have care house. We're gonna need to build for that. I don't know what the triad is, mostly because I just never do these two. Use extra rations in medical facilities to speed up recovery. Our medical facilities should be fully utilized, and even if we have to put patients on the floor, I don't like that. So we're gonna sign that one just to have it all going. Even if it uses extra rations, I think once we get hothouses and more hunting things going, it'll be okay. Okay, let's get going. Oh no, but making that scouting expedition took up 40 of our wood. It's not hot. That's not great. I didn't even think about that. See, it's the tiny decisions like this where it like stretches your resources in the beginning and you're really like, ah, man. You're really on a timer and forced to make like rough decisions later on. This is just easy mode also. I can't imagine what extreme is like. I don't think I would last very long in extreme. Maybe it would be fun for like one episode of quietly fails at extreme very hard. But yeah, this is purely easy mode, so I cannot imagine. I can't. We're gonna go ahead and speed it up. We don't have any raw food right now, which is worrying. But these guys work at night anyways, so it's not that big of a deal. Coal thumper research. Nice. Okay, so now we're going to do sawmill because we don't have any incoming wood now. So that's going to be super important. So we're going to take that down. We're going to research sawmill. And then we're not going to use any more wood until we have a sawmill built. Because otherwise, I'm going to need to take more things down. And I don't want to do that. Let's see, where are we going to put the sawmill? Guess we could put it over here and just have a road. Just kind of put it next to the hunter's hut and just clear this out for the next things. I think I'm gonna put like the hothouses over here and stuff. I don't know. There's a coal deposit, but I don't really see anything else. This looks like it's probably gonna be an outpost thing, but I'm not sure I'm gonna do outposts again. It was very good for when I needed steam cores. But to be honest, other than that, I'm not sure it provided too much value. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong there. Let me know in the comments if you think that the outpost is kind of essential for this. I could see it maybe being like super worthwhile later on. You know? But for something, because I I've never made it past like the big storm in this, so I'm not sure if there's anything past it, and I haven't watched any Let's Plays, so I don't know what comes after like the big storm that impends on you and you have to survive for so many days. I think the next thing that I'm gonna need to do after Sawmill is the resource upgrades, because it's just so important to just begin stockpiling as early as you can. We've reached free time. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up a little bit. Usually I'll just skip through all of this and just, you know, be constantly building and stuff like that, but I don't really want to make it too rushed, you know? It might be part of the problem why I can never win, is that I just kind of rush through it and never make any calculated decisions. I just kind of think, oh, okay, let's do a bunch of this stuff. Our food is still really good. The wood is really, it's super important for early game to have a bunch of wood. Like the other resources don't matter as much, and then when you get towards like the big storm, wood isn't as important and the other resources become super important. Uh-oh. We have 10 sick. Oh man. You have disbanded, you can disband. Okay, so our scouts have returned. We're gonna send them over here now to the sturdy shelter. We have 26. 26 homeless right now. I can't really do anything about that at the moment, which is worrying. I really just need this sawmill. I'm gonna speed this up to get this sawmill going. Luckily it's kind of like warm, but like they're homeless, so they're gonna get sick, and I really don't want them to get sick. I really don't want to call an emergency one, but no. It's okay. They'll survive the night, right? Luckily our people are okay. Cool. So now we need to build a sawmill right away. It's only 10 wood. If I do that, it'll destroy resources. So what if I do? I'm going to end up taking this away anyways. I really need it to touch. I'm gonna have 3. Okay, we're gonna need to put it here for now and gather some of the wood here, and then after that, let's get that built, get people in it. We have steel, we have lots of steel, we have coal coming in still. We have some coal over here also. Right now, our main thing that we need is wood, and I only have a little bit of it, so okay, let's get people working in there. So there's 300 wood in this vicinity that it will gather, so that's good. Get that going. And then that'll give us the ability to get these people housed, which I'm gonna just go ahead and put them over here, because getting these people out of the cold at night, very important. We're gonna speed it up so that I can get those resources going. So we need 3 tents. We need 1 more. Okay. And then I also want to put steam hubs down now, because that is gonna be super important also. So all of these here are getting reached by the generator, but the ones when you start getting out to these are not. So we want to make sure that all of the houses are warm, and later on if I take away the steam hubs, so be it, but at least I have them for now. Okay, we're gonna go ahead, we need 50 wood for that. So we're gonna save for that. We're gonna get the 50 wood. Where's our... So we still have 300 wood in this vicinity, and then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pop it down. We're gonna move it just to the other side of this. And we're just gonna gather all of this right here. Ooh, not what I wanted to do. Let's see. So we have like a little city going on here. We're doing okay. We're running low on food now, which is worrying. Let's go ahead and look at laws. Triad. We'll be able to dedicate all our efforts to healing those who can recover quickly at the cost of sacrificing the more severely ill. You can use triage in medical facilities to instantly heal half of patients. 1/4 of the patients will die instantly. Hope will fall. Discontent will rise. I'm not sure if I like that. I guess it will be good for the end storm if I just need to mass heal people. I'll get half of them back immediately, but 1/4 of them will instantly die too. That means that 1/4 will still be left in the hospitals. We'll sign it, just to have it. What we're gonna do to counter that is we're gonna put on the good food. We're gonna put on the good food. Just so that people don't completely hate me, and hopefully that'll make discontent lower and hope rise with the good food. Standard meal. The shelter is well supplied and built to withstand even the worst weather. An advanced steam heating system protects it from the cold. Sturdy shelter. A trail leads to another city. The shelter is comfortable and well equipped with emergency supplies. There's nothing posted on the heavy round doors. There's a notice posted on the heavy round doors. To all scientists. If you use any supplies, remember to notify the quartermaster upon your return to the city. This means there's another city out there. A signpost on the trail points in 2 directions. London, 1936 miles, and home, 27 miles. Site discovered, Steel Bridge. Okay, we're going to take these resources, and we're going to head on over to Steel Bridge. I know a lot of people will like send scouts out to one point and then take them back to the city automatically, but honestly, it's just so much easier to just have them hop around and just amass a bunch of supplies and then just bring it back in one big load to the city. Scouts have reached the city. Okay, hope and discontent. I already kind of explained that. Area effect. I guess that's kind of easy to explain when you, When you click on something, you can see this big circle here. Sorry, I was thinking, so my train of thought just kind of ended. But anyway, when you click on something like this Steam HUD, you'll see like an area of effect here. And that's everything that this is covering. So when you're putting down these, you want to make sure that you have it so that they're kind of overlapping and that they're covering all of the space in between. And then if you have something like this, you see this covers this whole area of effect. So in this big circle, there's 247 wood left. Okay, so I guess we're gonna speed it up again. Our coal is starting to go down a lot. We have 20 hours left on coal, as you can see here. Let's see. We're doing, I mean, everything's very comfortable and livable right now, so we're gonna just get things rolling. We need 50 wood in order to start researching, so we'll go ahead and wait until we get the 50 wood, and then we'll kind of stop and slow down and look at what's happening and see if there's anything um, that we can set up for the future or look at. We're gonna go ahead and do that. So we have 20 hours left, but we also have a lot of um, you know, we have 300 coal here. We also have some coal over here that we can get, but I don't really want to send people out when it's this cold because look over here, it's very cold, which means they're probably going to end up getting sick if I send them out. Which reminds me, I do want to put another med tent down when we have 25 wood again, just to make sure that if we get over that 10, we have more to do. Or we have more space to get people healthy and up and working again. It really sucks when people start dying and you can't really do anything about it, and then that just it spirals you into like a horrible situation because when people die you have less workers and then you don't have thing like you don't have the workers to keep the city running, you know? So it's really important that you just keep people alive, to be honest. Bridge to Winter Home. A brass plaque on the bridge tower reads, "Built by the people of Winterhome in AD 1887. The bridge is kept completely snow-free by a working automaton." And look, you get an automaton. Bridge to a functional automaton. We stop at the edge of a deep, wide ravine, marveled by the steel bridge spanning it. Even more so at the huge automaton sweeping snow from the roadway. It would be possible to send the machine back to our city or disassemble it for its resources. I do not want to assemble it because these things are super useful. So they can work a whole site for you. So where you would need 10 or 15 people, you only need one. So what we're going to do is we're going to send it to the city. Sent to the city, we reprogram the automaton to send it on its way. As it disappears into the distance, walking steadily towards our city, the first wisps of snow started to settle on the bridge. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to the weather station because that's where our little yellow dot is, while our automaton heads on back. Deserted bridge. Finding the bridge to Winterhome proved that we're on the right track, but raised questions. Why was the bridge deserted? Why wasn't the automaton put under the care of an engineer? There are logical explanations to it all, but people are growing anxious. We'll find out in Winterhome. Hope falls slightly. So we really need to make sure we watch this hope and this discontent thing. So we do have it on good rations. But our rations are we don't have any incoming food right now. Yeah, we don't have any incoming food at the moment. It was all turned into rations. And that's obviously being eaten very quickly throughout the days. So what we're gonna need to do pretty soon here is we're gonna need to build another hunter's hut, probably once all of this is depleted, and then get more hunters out during the night to work on getting our food rations up because it's super important that we have that. Super important. If you don't have food, people just start dying left and right. We're gonna put another med bay up. So we have the road under construction. This is being built. We do have enough engineers. We have 29 engineers. So we'll be able to fill this up with engineers. We do have some patients. We have 7 people who are being treated at the moment. Um, mm, so that's not bad. We also have 53 people just idle. 23 of these are children. So what I'm thinking is that maybe I should start thinking about passing the law for the child shelter, because then the children are in a shelter and then I can get them as medical apprentices, which also kind of boosts up these med tents so that people get sick or get healthy faster. So there we go. There's our med tent. We're gonna fill that up real quick. Actually, we're gonna do. We don't have enough wood for that. Drawing board research. Okay, so before we do that, we're gonna look at what we can do with this. The first thing I want to do is it's going to be increase my resources. We're gonna get that going. So while that's going, I want to get, since I don't want to waste resources yet and get people not working. This is fine. They're gathering stuff. There's only 100 left here, but there's also 405 left over here, which is good. We have a lot of coal still, so we don't need the coal thumpers yet. We also don't need the coal mine yet. We will need it, but before we do that, I want to make sure that we have the large resource thing going, and that we have the extra storage for coal, and we have the extra storage for food. Those are going to be the 2 main things that I'm like super, what's the word? Super intent on getting the most of, because we're gonna need food enough for every person in the city to last like a week or something like that, and we're gonna need enough coal to run that. So lots and lots of coal. I might even like, see, I've always wondered if it would be better to put like the coal thumpers in the middle so that they can run and function with the heat of the generator, right? And then you don't have to worry about like what's it called? You don't have to worry about people, like all the workers and the coal thumpers will be safe and warm, and you won't have to worry too much about the like depleting coal because you're going to have those sources. You know what I mean? Um I don't know. I guess the strat would be to just start a new map for that and see if that would be better, and just put all of the houses towards the outskirts and all of like the main production buildings in the middle. That way people can just be working in those during the storm, and then you just keep people out of the houses. You keep people working, because inevitably the houses are going to be cold, right? Maybe? I don't know. I guess we would need to find out. But for now, I'm going to end this episode here. I actually have to go pick up my son from school in about an hour, and before that I need to eat. So I have some things that I need to do. Thank you so much for watching and just being here. If you've commented, thank you for all the comments. If you've liked, thank you for all the likes and subscribes and just all the support of being here in general. I'm a new content creator. I have this channel, Quietly Playing, which is going to be based around all just casual let's plays of different games that I'm interested in. Then I have another channel called Quietly Gaming, which at the moment is based around the MMO Guild Wars 2. It's mostly World versus World stuff right now, which is a large-scale PvP open world type game mode. If you're interested in that, definitely go check out my other channel. I have it linked in my about, and I can link it in the description too. It's a lot of fun. I love it a lot. But anyway, yeah, so thank you so much. I'm a new content creator. If you have advice, tips, if you liked things, if you didn't like things, please throw them in the comments so that I know what to work on in the future. Like if you enjoyed watching this, uh, or if you want to support the channel. Subscribe if you want to see the next episode, if you want a notification when I put new things out, if you just want to support again, and of course, leave comments. I love comments. I want to talk to people. I want to know what you're thinking and stuff like that. And I want to know ways to improve and to make this a lot more interesting for you guys, as well as more fun for myself, because I do enjoy it and I do want to get better at it. But anyway, yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much again for all the support and stuff like that. I will see you next time.